Hello everyone, I am Balpreet Singh, supply chain IT expert, talking about artificial intelligence in supply chain management, how it can give us benefits. Let's do a bit of a recap of what we talked about in the last episode. We discussed the case study of Walmart using artificial intelligence in demand forecasting and getting great value out of it. Now, let's move ahead with not one but two case studies. The first one is about an online grocer from Europe. In fact, it's United Kingdom in Europe. The name is Ocado, Ocado, an online supermarket which has used artificial intelligence in multiple use cases to their benefits and obviously to the benefits of the customer. Let's talk about Ocado's background. It was founded by three former Goldman Sachs employees back in the year 2000. It had a great journey since then. By the year 2009, they had their own iPhone app as well. In the next year, in 2010, they came out with an Android version of the app also. One of the initial few businesses who came out with app for their offerings. Today, Ocado is a thriving online supermarket. Now let's look at which are the areas where they've used artificial intelligence to the benefit of the organization and the customers. The first problem statement we would talk about today is how several lakh orders in the Ocado warehouses are taken care of, are serviced without any errors. What all have they done? The key actions, let's look at that. First one of the actions that they've taken is they've automated the warehouses with AI enabled robots. The AI algorithm that they've used has optimized the layout of the product picking area. And hence, these robots, in fact, a swarm of it, they are able to pick up the products, take it to the delivery area without any error. And all this happens in the warehouse, which is fully automated. In the backend, Ocado has used big data and artificial intelligence in order to improve on the services of these robots that they've been using. They've also enabled their warehouses with Industry 4.0 concept. What happens is various sensors, Internet of Things also comes into picture here. Big data, artificial intelligence, all this combined together gives them a result that within a span of 5 minutes, these robots can take care of 50,000 orders, a humongous amount. Think of it, if we humans had to do that, we probably would have taken an army of people and probably a whole day to service 50,000 orders. That's the power of artificial intelligence, which gives us the scale that we need. Now we'll look at the next problem statement that Ocado took care of. The next problem statement that Ocado took care of using artificial intelligence was how do they better their customer service? Being a supermarket and an online supermarket, customer service is key for them, like for any other online player. Now, what all did they do? They used artificial intelligence, natural language processing algorithms, which helps them to quickly categorize customer communication which is happening with the organization, and they are able to prioritize the correct messages where customer has to be reached out faster, and this has been taken care of by using artificial intelligence in the algorithm. A similar related area for customer service is also reduction in food waste. How does it help the customer? If they are able to stock the right product at right time, there is no stock out happening, and on the other hand, there is no wastage by overstocking of another product, and hence an understocking, because the area would only be limited on how much they can stock together. So this way they are able to reduce food wastage by using artificial intelligence algorithm. How? They do the correct demand forecast of what is needed where, at what quantity. If they have to tweak that over a shorter period of time, they are able to do that. The real smart usage of technology. And this way, the wastage of food has come down drastically in Ocado. If we look at in terms of the numbers, the food wastage is just 1 in 6,000 produced items that they stock. A very small number. So they also are environmentally conscious, hence, because they are able to give back to the environment by reducing the food wastage. They have 20 million forecast data points each day that they have to look at in order to come to this output where the food wastage has to be reduced. And their model also optimizes the discounts. So let's say if a product is a perishable item which would go waste, rather than that, if they offer a discount before the expiry date comes in, it might have a better sale therein, and the food gets wastage comes down, customer is as well happy. So this way, this is also for better customer service. Now we look at the third problem area that Ocado took care of. The third problem area that Ocado took care of using artificial intelligence was to combat fraud. The retail technology arm of Ocado, which they call it as Ocado Technology, developed what they call as the world's first AI-based fraud detection system for online grocery purchases. This system relies heavily on the AI algorithm and helps in reducing the fraud. The result is what they were able to do earlier in terms of fraud detection, they have been able to do better by 15 times. Now, how does this fraud happen? How are they able to remove that? What happens? Let's say Ocado has to deliver something to a customer, and for genuine reason or for fraud, the payment doesn't come to them. It's a loss to the organization. This AI algorithm actually is able to figure out whether it is a genuine customer mistake or it is by some malicious means that the customer is not paying them. This way, the fraud detection is helping them reduce such numbers by 15 times improvement in this process. This is all about what Hokkaido has done. Now let's go to the next case study of the day, which is about Schneider Electric. Schneider Electric, let's get into the background. In 2020, their revenue was 25.2 billion euros. In terms of their span of manufacturing and distribution, they have 240 manufacturing facility across the globe. They have 110 distribution centers. In terms of the product mix, they make a wide variety of products. It could be circuit breakers that are small enough to fit into a store shelf where they can be sold to retail customers, two other transformers which are as big as size of one room or multiple rooms, which are used in large scale electrical deployments. So the span of or the mix of the product is huge that they cater to. The problem statement that Schneider Electric had, which they wanted to take care using artificial intelligence, was to eliminate repetitive, time consuming tasks which did not have too much of a value add. We understand that from the earlier discussions that this is where artificial intelligence can be put to good use. This is what even Schneider Electric did. Now let's understand the steps that they did in order to achieve the results of this problem. One of the Schneider Electric manufacturing sites builds manufacturing electrical switchboard for apartment buildings as well as businesses. Now, when the switchboard comes, they also have to do the documentation which has to go along with these manufactured products to the end users of them so that they'll be able to understand how to install them. Before the use of technologies, the work of preparing these documents was done by operators who took a lot of time to do that. And when they switched over to technology, these operators, two operators in that plant, actually were freed up by, by and did not have to do this mundane task day in and day out again. Another use case that they were able to save time consuming tasks came out during pandemic times. That some of their products, some of their plans were not connected to their ERP IT systems. Some of their distribution centers did not use that. Now, when in this pandemic, we all understand how difficult it was to work from office spaces and coordinate with people across different geographies. This is where AI as a technology came to the help of Schneider Electric organization. They automated the process of ordering and order handling out of these distribution centers which were not connected to their ERP systems, and the order processing time which was handled by humans earlier and they took 4 hours to do that, reduced to just 2 minutes by using AI enabled technology. Also, the error count reduced drastically because there was no manual intervention. A huge output in terms of how AI as a technology can be of help. With this, we come to the end of today's episode. In the next episode, we will talk about market trends of artificial intelligence in SCM, how various players are stacked up, what are they offering. Do like, share, and comment on this episode. If you have any questions, please post it them on the comments. I'll be glad to answer them for you. Thank you.